Oh, it's just a light?
Circuit doors!
It lights up the dark.
Circuit doors!
Well, that's my magic spell.
Circuit doors!
I got a flashlight on my hand.
Circuit doors!
I will never be afraid to go to sleep ever again.
Thanks for your time. Go on back to sleep. Have a good night.
Welcome back to Nindy Nexus, your channel for all things Nintendo Indie. My name is Mikey, and let's get into this first look. Today, we're looking at a brand new game coming to the eShop. It is released June 11th, 2020. This is a few days in advance. Just wanted to give you guys the first look sneak peek if you were ever interested in it. And the name of the game is Project Warlock. It's rated M for mature, so a little warning, if you are under the age of 17, then you may want to click away, check out one of our other videos, go ask your parents, guardian, your mentor, your whoever is in charge of you, and see if it's okay if you watch this video. I don't know what we're gonna get into. I'm guessing it has something to do with violence though. Game is listed as a first-person action adventure game. It is one player, developed by Buckshot Software and published by Crunching Koalas. Supported languages are English, French, German, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, and Portuguese. And yeah, it does say rated M for blood and gore and intense violence. So yeah, there's that. It is $14.99 on the North American eShop, and let's take a look. Let's get into it, see how this game goes. It is published by the same person, or same company rather, that published Mousecraft. What was that? Same company that published Mousecraft. Oh, and there is an epilepsy warning here, so please be careful. That is another thing. If you are sensitive, or if you have photosensitive epilepsy, be very careful to either try a different video or take the proper precautions. And let's get into it here. Look at this. And that title screen, that soundtrack combination, that's pretty nice. All right, let's check out the options per usual. So we have graphics, audio, gameplay, and language. What about them graphics? What's going on here? Oh, wow. So we got all kinds of stuff. You got the CRT shader, which you can turn on. That is way high, but it looks like you can maybe customize it. I don't know, but that's definitely... Oh, they have different ones. So you can do custom. You can have it off. You can have cat, which... I don't even know how I would play like that, to be honest. LCD, which is more traditional. And then monitor, again, probably tough to play on unless you're, I don't know, used to playing on that. And then retro, which gives it kind of like a little, almost like a double vision or blurry kind of, things don't line up quite correctly. So that's pretty cool. I am going to keep it off because I just prefer it that way. I want to keep... my eyes in decent condition. It's not medical advice, just my preference. You got retro shader. That's kind of cool. I feel like that would probably give it a cool aesthetic as you're playing the game, but again, I'm just gonna keep it normal. But look at all these, man, look at all these options you have. You can change the saturation. Turn that. Actually, I think I do want to turn up the saturation there. I prefer lots of color in my games. Sharpness, maybe bump that up a little bit, maybe. The brightness, you can bump it up just a bit. Temperature, you can give it a cooler. See, that gives you a whole different vibe. Check that out. Just like from this kind of bluish purple haze right there to more of a red, definitely a lot warmer. So temperature is huge when it comes to art and photography and stuff. For this game, I feel like either a neutral or slightly warm tone would be good. I'll just keep it neutral though. And then you got bloom, which is on by standard. You can turn that off. I am gonna turn off the bloom. Or you got motion blur, which might be kind of cool actually. I'm going to leave it off for now, but I do like the changes that I've made so far, so let's go ahead and keep that. I don't see a save, so I'm just assuming back is going to save it automatically. There we go. We got audio, both of them blasting at 100%. That's great. And we got gameplay. Oh, I definitely want some crosshairs on. That's my preference anyway, and enemy life bars. I don't invert my y-axis ever. If you're someone who inverts your y-axis, let me know why in the comments. I've never been able to get used to that. And then you got the display HUD. You can turn on or off. I do like it on. Weapon wheel, decals, aim sensitivity. We're gonna bump that up a little bit. It looks like 100 is the halfway mark, so I think I'm gonna do like 80, or sorry, 90, and then aim sensitivity. We'll match it. Actually, you know what? Let's do 80. That sounds good. I don't want it too much, but I don't like it when it's not enough. And then head bobbing. I guess that makes it more realistic. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I think it's kind of annoying. Alright, and then you get the UI scale, 100%. I'm going to keep it like that. Let's go back. And then you got language. So what do we got here? We got English, we got Polish, we got German, French, Spanish, Portuguese. Not sure what that one is, and I believe that's Russian. Perfect. So let's go ahead and go back. Oh, actually, I still have the thing up here. That should be Chinese, the one that I didn't know. I don't like to guess because I don't like to make any assumptions, but yeah, Chinese there on that one. All right, let's go back and we'll head back to the main menu and start a new game. Starting a new game will erase your current progress. Well, I don't have any current progress, so that's fine with me. You got casual, that's unlimited lives, no progress loss. So that's nice that they have that option in there. You got standard, start with 3 lives, additional lives can be found, game over once you reach 0 lives. Or you got hard mode, we start with 3 lives, additional lives can be found, fast monsters, double damage received, game over once you reach 0. And you got hardcore mode, single life, fast monsters, double damage, and then progress resets upon death because you only have 1 life. I am going to do the standard difficulty, just because I feel like because it's named standard and not easy or some other thing, that's probably the way the game is meant to be experienced, or at least for your first go through. But I know there's probably big Doom enthusiasts out there that will be a lot more experienced in these types of games than I am. So entering first steps. I like that art. It's pretty cool. Got a dark gritty feel to it. All right, it's perfect. So we got, oh, I found some treasure already. Got experience. So first thing I noticed is that definitely a lot of the assets are flat. It's definitely got the kind of blocky look to it. I don't know what the technical term is for it. Oh, look at that, and that road. Oh boy. I was just trying to admire the art. Give me a second. All right. Oh my goodness, again. All right. So lots of blood. That's another thing to notice already. The enemies came up pretty quickly. I was shooting with a charge in the beginning, but now it just seems that I'm stabbing. And I don't know, so I got a weapon wheel, so I got other weapons I can use. I got a knife and axe, whatever this thing I'm using. There we go, there's an axe. And the axe is definitely slower. Oh, look at that. It's got a different animation, and it even leaves behind marks if I hit the wall. I don't see any weapon breaking mechanics, so at least no indication of it, which is good. And then let's try, oh, okay, it's the dagger I was using. That's what it is. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, let's see what this is all about. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So that's a projectile weapon. It does look like it's limited though, so I'm going to stick with the dagger here for a second. I was going to say, I wonder if I can kind of like mine that out, but it doesn't look like it. I appreciate the glow, I guess. Helps me. Spider webs in my face. That's it's pretty common. Pretty common walking through. I'm a tall guy, and I tend to be the first one to walk through spider webs whenever I go anywhere. So, at least in the mornings. All right. And once I clear this place out, I'm trying to gauge how far the reach is. Look at that. So I hit that enemy from here with a dagger. That's a pretty good reach. I feel like it's pretty generous. So I'll just have to keep that in mind moving forward. And yep, even that too. Pretty far out, and I was still able to hit it. I think it's interesting that these things rotate. It's like in the illusion of 3 dimensions. Oh man. Yeah, he can spit something at me. Yeah, it's like the illusion of 3 dimensions. It's interesting. I don't know. Even in Doom, I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before. I mean, I've only played the originals. Oh shoot. And I don't remember that happening, but maybe it's been a long time. I did pick them up on Switch, but I just played the first one a bit, and in that one I don't recall that happening. Or at least not in the way that that one was. I remember seeing things like that. I thought I heard a monster. There we go. Sorry, it's harder to think and talk while you got a fast-paced game coming at you. Doing my best. At least until I get a little bit more familiar with the controls and the options here. Perfect. So let's see if I have a break here. I can check out my weapon. I did get a lot more ammo. Looks like I picked up about 40 ammo for this. If it's 1 per, I didn't see actually when I shot before if it was just 1 per or what the deal is here. So we'll find out. I'm going to use it. Interact with A. Great. I don't know if that's timed, so I'm just going to run across. So I can upgrade in the workshop. Let's see. How do I get to the workshop here? Oh, it looks like I have to exit to get to the workshop, so I'm not going to do that at this time. Oh, that was the end of the level. Okay. Maybe I can go to the workshop, actually. 20 kills, 23 items, 0 out of 0 secrets. Just under 5 minutes. Get psyched. All right, we're going to the workshop. Good. That's what I was hoping. Oh, sweet. I thought it was just going to be like a menu, but it's an actual level. All right. So what can I do in the workshop? Interaction to improve your stats. So I think I am going to want to do that. Let's start there. Looks like this is pretty big workshop. Interaction is the A button, by the way. So we got treasure hunter. What is that? No requirements. The odds of receiving loot drops from enemies and crates are doubled. Let's see. Yeah, what were they even doing with that loot, come to think of it? So I guess I'll choose that. It says 1 PP for 5 levels, or what does that have to be, level 5? I'm not sure. Let me try it. Let me just see. It's not doing anything, so maybe not. I don't have any points, it looks like, to allocate to any of these things. That's okay. How about weapons? All level 1. They got names, or maybe those are like attributes of it, I guess. Bloodthirst. This upgrade improves your melee range by 1 meter. Spirit Stealer. Upgrading increases your melee damage. Each landed hit replenishes your mana. So that kind of makes sense. We got spells here. Magic Light. I think. Okay, so I can upgrade these. Okay, so I have 1 here. I was gonna say I thought I got a point. So that makes sense. So do I want to allocate it to one of my weapons, or do I want to use it for magic? I think I want to use magic. There we go. So now I have it. I think. I don't know if I have to equip it or what the deal is, but we'll figure all that out. Okay. I think magic was ZL. I'm gonna have to look at these controls again. If they're in here, yeah. So magic is ZL. I'll have to choose a spell with... There we go. Got it. Okay, so... Oh, it's just a light? It lights up the dark. Alright. Well, that's my magic spell. I got a flashlight on my hand. Illuminate the darkness. I will never be afraid to go to sleep ever again. Okay, let's see what else is in here. What is this? Oh, select an episode? Are these, what is that, stairs? What is that? I don't want to accidentally, I'm being careful because I don't want to accidentally leave the workshop until I check everything out here. So yeah, I think actually I think that's about it. Upgrade my weapons, upgrade or improve my stats. Oh, can buy new spells, which would actually I don't know if I have to unlock them before I can buy them. Oh, so wait, all these things. So this goes to spells, this goes to weapons, this goes to stats, but any one you go to, you can literally just scroll with L and R to get to the other menus. So, I mean, it's big and it looks nice, but it's mainly for the aesthetic because you can literally do everything from one menu. So I guess that's cool. I mean, that eliminates you having to run all over the place back and forth to continue to upgrade each individual thing. And this doesn't seem to do anything, at least not right now. And let me check that other entrance. I think this is where I came from, maybe. Can't interact with it. So I'm guessing the episode is where I would go next. And so I completed the first one. I'm guessing this is the next one. And there's 2 stages in it. Medieval, the prisons, stages 2. So it looks like maybe 5 acts and then different settings with different amounts of stages in each one. So we got 2, 2, 3. So that's 7, 11, and 12. So 12 levels between 5 stages in just the first act. And then you got more acts with requirements, of course. So, and they all equally looks like have 5 different stages or 5 different levels with multiple stages. So it seems like this game is going to give you quite a bit in terms of content. And you saw, you know, the graphics, how they look, all the different settings for the graphics. So you can change up a bunch of different things with the look of it. You can change the difficulty settings, and you see how many different weapon wheel slots that you have and how many different spells that you can get in that one menu. So yeah, no, I definitely see this being a game that you can put a lot of time into and unlock a bunch of stuff, and definitely put some time into. I mean, I appreciate that. So that is going to be your first look at Project Warlock. Remember, it is $14.99 on the North American eShop, rated M for mature. And yeah, it's a one-player first-person action-adventure game developed by Buckshot Software, published by Crunching Koalas. Definitely looking forward to getting more into this. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this first look. Hit the thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to visit us on the web at nindynexus.net for all your Nindy needs. My name is Mikey, and I'll see you next time.